Good afternoon from Toronto, Canada. My name is Amir Masud and I'm a career management consultant and living here in Canada for the last 28 years. And I've been living, traveling, working around the world for the last 30 years in countries like England, Canada, America, USA, then Singapore and United Arab Emirates, and of course from Pakistan, in which I have worked for Fortune 500 companies. So to name few, the number one company I used to work as Merck Pharmaceutical, then Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical, then Ciba Vision of Canada, then GlaxoSmithKline of Canada, then Sony of Canada, then Future Shop of Canada, then DHL of Canada, Ontario Energy Savings Corporation of Canada, and Tech Data, a big computer giant of Canada, and then Autodesk Software, Case New Holland, PCG Logistics, and big banks. Guys, after working in these Fortune 500 companies, I can bet you that in the present era of time, I am the best career management consultant around the world. The reason is I don't think so. Anybody have worked so much Fortune 500 companies that I have worked. And after their trainings, their companionship, I am refined. And I've been watching a lot of courses on the internet that what the youth needs to do after their graduation or master's degree are the jobless people who are struggling to find their job. That motivates me to develop that course. And guys, I do have a website www.newtocanadanoproblem.ca www.newtocanadanoproblem.ca, and my direct WhatsApp here in Toronto, Canada is 1-647-784-3783. 1-647-784-3783. And as you know, that is a career management consulting is a big and vast subject. And I am going to give you a glimpse of my 30 years of international living and working for Fortune 500 company in 30 minutes. However, if someone needs my one-on-one consultation, you can book appointment with me and my 2-hour consultation in which I can guide you on international style LinkedIn profile, international style resume that is in real demand, and nowadays we call it an ATS friendly resume, applicant tracking resume. That resume is has a software in place that if you don't mention your highlights of qualification according to the job they have posted, this is gonna go to the trash. And my course name is Mastering the Interview Skills for Fortune 500 Companies. And before that, crafting a winning ATS friendly resume is the most important thing that brings you on table talk with the potential employers. Guys, this video is gonna help millions of people around the world. 30 years experience of Fortune 500 companies living in different parts of the world can be a game changer for you guys. You need to take this course very seriously. And as I have mentioned that for one-on-one consultation, you can book an appointment with me, and it's 99 US dollars for just 2 hours. That can change your life forever, guys. You have done all your hard work, 4 years of university education, a lot of money, sacrifices, resources you have used. Now is the time, guys. Just because you're an MBA and IT graduate or a healthcare professional does not mean that you're going to get the job by sitting at home. To find the job is a full-time job, right? And to present yourself professionally, today's world, it's very important. There is too much competition, guys. So you need to look different to get this first screening interview. And for that purpose, you need to work on your resume first before going to the interview stage. So I am going to start with crafting a winning ATS applicant tracking friendly resume. Tips and best practices for job seekers. Your resume is your first impression, guys. You need to take this very seriously. A well crafted resume increases your chances of landing a job interview. Make sure it's simple and according to the job description. Highlights of education, qualifications, skills, and everything should be highlighted really nicely. Guys, your resume is your picture, technically speaking. When your resume goes to the potential recruiter, he or she has 30 seconds to look at your highlights of qualifications. And if she or he find that you have not mentioned your highlights of qualifications according to the job description, she or he is going to move to the next. So you have to make an impact within 30 seconds. And that's what my specialty is. Crafting a winning ATS friendly resume is the number one thing, right? Resume format. The resume format should be chronological. List your experience in order. I have come across a lot of people, they are mentioning their last job on the top on LinkedIn. After all that education, qualification, experience, and spending 4 years in university, they make a big mistake of doing that. No, the most recent job should be on the top. Functional focuses on skills and qualifications, guys. There is a difference between education and qualifications. Education, what you got, theoretical part in your university. The qualification which you have attained during your university volunteer work, during your workshop and assignments, right? And combination, mix of both, emphasizing on skills and work experience. Guys, that is very important. Key resume sections, as I have explained that to you. Number one is contact information. All they need is your name, your phone number, and your email address, and then highlights of qualification. And before that, even your career objective. Guys, your career objective should be 1.5 line. Very clear, to the point. Don't write a paragraph. They don't want to see your English skills. They don't want to see your stories on the resume. You will get a chance to do that. But on a resume, be specific, be to the point. Highlights of qualification, work experience. When mentioning the work experience, you must mention the company name first, then your designation, your role, and then job responsibility, 4 or 5 points. What was your responsibilities, right? Then if you have a second job, or a third job, and then it comes to the education. And the very important thing nowadays is your skill set, your technical skills, guys. You need to mention your multitasking and technical skills as a highlights of qualifications. Special achievement awards if you have done something good during your volunteer work or if your last job and you got a recognition award or employee of the month or perfect attendance award, you must mention that, guys, right? And then, guys, work experience, as I have just mentioned to you, your company name, your post, your designation, and major responsibilities. That is very important, guys. And resume do's and don't do's. Keep it one or two page. I have seen resume 4 pages, 5 pages, 11 pages. Keep it your resume 1 or 2 page maximum. Use a clear, clean, professional format. Tailor it for each job application. Proofread for errors, go to Grammarly or spell check. And while mentioning the dates, which company you work from this month, year to this month and year. And if you have 3 4 companies, they should be all aligned. The software is very sensitive. Software picks every single thing, guys. Then don't do's in the resume. Don't include irrelevant job experience. If you are applying for an airline, why you need to include uh, something that is not relevant? Of course, customer service, sales, and attitude, positive attitude is everything. It should be everywhere, right? Use generic phrases like hardworking team player. Don't overload it with too much graphics and pictures. That is your resume, guys. To the point. No paragraphs, no stories. To the point. And ATS resume optimization. I have mentioned in the start. ATS applicant tracking system scans resume before recruiters see it. What? That's very important, guys. Point to note. ATS applicant tracking system scans resumes before recruiters see it. Use keywords from the job description. Use standard fonts and avoid excessive formatting. Save as PDF or docs for compatibility. Guys, this is the main document. You need to take this very seriously, guys. If you are not sure what to do, go on Google, type what kind of job you're looking for, and see 10 20 resume and write line by line what you know from these resumes and craft it. But with our comprehensive course, resume crafting, with experience of 30 years for working for international and Fortune 500 companies, you will definitely get the job in 90 days. 90 days, you are on the job. I have clients and customer, they got the job within a week, 4 days. But guys, they come out of their comfort zone, they pick up the phone, they call me and they got the job. And trust me, the last successful lady, she got my advertisement from Kijiji, Ontario. And guess what? She got the job within 4 or 5 days, a $50,000 job in a Fortune 500 company. If you don't want to take my course or my services, there are a lot of resources available through Government of Canada and Government of Ontario like YMCA, then Coastie, then Access, you name it. But guys, remember, nobody can replace experience. Guys, if you need a coach for ice hockey, cricket, soccer, badminton, swimming, why not the most important thing in your career and in your future and for your family, for your career? The people who comes new to Canada, newcomers, are immigrants. They spend around $1,000 just to learn how to drive on Canadian highways according to the Canadian laws from a qualified instructor. That costs around $1,000 just to get the car driving. But people sometimes that it is well said in North America and Europe, invest in yourself first before you invest anywhere. That's why they are ahead of Asia and Middle East and Africa 50 years almost, guys. Guys, I have worked from factory, sweeping the floor, brooming the floor, cleaning the washrooms to a CEO. I know every single step. And the purpose of doing this work is to fast track you so you don't have to start and go through all that hard work that go through I have gone through after arriving, when I don't have any source of guidance that someone can guide me on one. So I can. Well, if you are highly educated and your profession is high in demand, well, you can get a job. You can. There's a lot of lucky people around. But guys, invest in yourself before you invest anywhere. I have a lot of people, lot of candidates. I'm gonna share success story with that video that they were working for Tim Hortons after their MSc in biotechnology, and after having one-on-one consultation with me and getting my services, 90 days money back job guarantee package, they got a job in Fortune 500 companies. Guys, I'm here to help you. I want to help you. I want to transfer my skills, education, experience, and qualification to you, youth of the world, regardless of race and religion, time and space, and people who are struggling to find their second job. I can even help you how you can increase your salary by 20 to 30%. For example, I have a client, she was just making around $16 per hour, and she came to me and I need a better job. After a couple of weeks with my training and updating her CV and interview skills, she got the job of $22. So it is not $6 per hour. Normal person in Canada work for around 150 hours, right? So 6 into 150, you're talking about $800-900, and 800 into 12, $7,200. That's a lot of money, guys. That's a lot of money. That's a serious money. Just by spending time with me and paying me my fee, I have clients, they increase their salaries by 20 to 30% and sometimes 100%. If you don't have a job and you got the job of $40,000, I only work from 40 to 45K jobs. I don't go for big jobs. They are very few and very hard to get. That is my resume section. Now, mastering the interview skills. That is my specialty, guys. I can train you on one. Guys, you will love it. Let's go jump into the Mastering the interview skills. Mastering the interview skills. Guys, you are one of the lucky one if you are watching and if you are taking this course. Mastering interview skills, tips for a confident and successful interview. Preparing for the interview. Dress for success, guys. I have video that is only on dress for success. How I got a job in a the world best airline. Dress for success is very important. Research the company name, mission, values, and recent news. Guys, going into the interview without researching the company, business, products, standing, it's a blunder. It's a big mistake. Guys, nobody has the time to call you and bring you in front of you the table if you don't have time to craft a winning resume, and if you are not professionally dressed, and if you don't research the company mission, values, and recent news, what are they up to? Very important. Knowledge is a power. Understand the job role and required skills. They're gonna ask you why we are gonna hire you. So understanding the job role and required skill is very important. That is a loaded question they are going to ask you. I can train that on you. I can train you on that. Prepare responses for common interview questions. Well, you should know that you are going to the interview, so you should practice some mock interviews or call me. I'm here. We can go one on one with you. It's just $99. Making a strong first impression. That is the name of the game, guys. First impression counts, man. Dressed appropriately and professionally. Very important. Arrive there around 15-20 minutes. And trust me, guys, when I was doing my diploma in travel and tourism from Toronto School of Business in 1996, when I first arrived here in Toronto, Canada, your interview starts from the parking lot. The way you pull off your car, the way you park your car. Are you in a hurry? Are you bothering other people's? Your interview starts from the parking lot, guys. And if it is online, make sure you log in 10 to 15 minutes early, because sometimes your computer needs to reboot it. So don't be late just by just small things, right? This is in your hand. Plan half an hour ahead of time if there is a traffic jam. You never know. On an interview, if you are late, in my very personal opinion, you're done. Before even going into the interview room, you are done. Greet the interviewer with a firm handshake and a smile. Positive attitude, smiling. You need to have this firm handshake. Maintain good posture and eye contact, guys. In North America and Europe, it says if you have a good eye contact and you're looking in the eyes, it means you're not lying. And if you're doing this, it means you're making things up. Just a scenario. And I'm telling you that one of the biggest computer company, after everything, they bring me in a room and they ask me to write a paragraph. Whatever you want to write. They just want to see your writing. And from that, they can match you what you are saying, if you are lying or if you are, they can judge you, your personality from that. And sometimes people don't bring their pen or paper with them. And shoulder bag, you should have extra copies if there are 4 or 5 people sitting, if it's a group interview. Make 4 5 good resume copy of laser printer, and have extra pen if the one pen is not working, the second pen is working, right? Show enthusiasm and confidence in your introductions. Confidence is very important, guys. In an interview, confidence is one of the basic thing. Answer questions effectively. The star method of behavioral questionnaire. In North America, especially in Canada, guys, when I was new, I have no idea what they are asking and what should I answer. But with the passage of time, I'm a pro now. I can train people, guys. The star method of behavioral interview is whenever there is a situation, there is a star. Means S stand for situation. Describe the context. What is happening? Then task. Explain your role. When there is a situation, when there is context, that is you need to take, that is your task. And A for action, share what you did, that is your time to use your education, experience, skills, qualifications. R for result, highlight the outcome, and I add S on S, stars, satisfied customers. How someone is new to North America or in an interview knows all these things. That's the reason I have developed that course. I can go through with you one by one if you like for before the interview, just for 99 US dollars, 2 hour presentation. Show interest, ask smart questions. What does success look like in this role? What kind of person you need? What skill set you need for this job role? Company culture. Well, that is a little bit hard of time, because if company culture is like, if you are, why should be asking this question, because we are not hired. If you are hired, they are going to tell you each and everything in the training. What are the biggest challenges of this position? Avoid question about the salary and benefit. This is too early, guys. In a good organization, is a series of interviews. Like the first interview is with supervisor and HR personnel, and after screening interview, phone interview, and then there is a second interview if you are successful to the team manager or a hiring manager and HR personnel. Guys, when you are invited for an interview, trust me, guys, it means there is something there. You need to prepare, you need to give your 110% from your professional appearance to arriving early on time, going through the company website, where they are standing, what they do, what kind of business they are, right? And sending them the feedback and thank you email within 24 hours of your interview, regardless of the outcome. Guys, trust me, after this, I'm gonna summarize, because 30 minutes already there. In an interview, they said we have selected someone else over you. So I sent an email. Well, thanks very much for letting me know. However, I am 2 hours away. I really like your company, and I can be in the training with the 2 hour notice if someone don't show up or call in a sick, and I got the job. Love you guys, Toronto, Canada. This course is only $9.99. This course is only for $9.99 Canadians, and all my courses are $9.99. But my one-on-one consultation is $100 for 2 hours. And if you need a complete package from starting from your voicemail to your interview, there is a different package. You can call me on that. Once again, guys, invest in yourself first before you invest anywhere else. Love you guys, Toronto, Canada. www.newtocanadanoproblem.ca. www.newtocanadanoproblem.ca. 1647-784-3783. 1647-784-3783. And I am really thankful to one of my best friend, Mr. Aftab Khan, who encourages me, who motivates me, who helps me to develop that course, because he said you have a lot of qualification, education, experience, skills that we need to transfer to the youth of the world and the people who are struggling to find the job. And I am dedicating this video to this great person who helped me, who invites me, who encourages me to develop this course. And I might be uploading that course to his website, training website as well. You know, you need to have good friends to be successful, guys. Make friends, don't make enemies. Love you guys, Toronto, Canada. Bye for now.